All right, team. Let's get to it. So right now I'm looking at gold. So gold has been very interesting, at least this week so far. You know, um, right now we are seeing some decent moves happening for sure. We could see price going to lower lows. So I'm just gonna break it down real quick. I'm expecting sales now. Now price have kind of showed its true color. So I'm expecting to get in a trade here soon. I haven't gotten a trade just yet. I was looking at this last night. It was going up and down in this area. I wasn't patient enough to take the signal. But overall, I'm waiting for a re-entry sell opportunity. So, real quick, we're gonna be trading gold, and we're also gonna be trading NAS as well. So NAS have a good setup for us as well. So we're gonna get a chance to take advantage of that real soon here. But overall, let's get ready to enter the trade. Me personally, I'm going to take the trade and probably send a signal in the next 10 minutes. Only if it's clear at the areas that I want it to be. So I'll have to wait and see how price react in this area here. All right, we are definitely on a downtrend for sure right now on gold, or at least a start of a downtrend. So around this area here, we'll see how price reacts. We are at a support zone, so let's see. All right, we're gonna have some good setups. All right, we're gonna have some good setups. All right, let's see. So gold right now is definitely getting ready to give us that entry. We most likely may have to do a pending order for this one, because my re-entry opportunities is going to be somewhere around here. So if anything, the move that's going to be giving on gold is most likely going to be for buys. All right, let's see. So realistically, on a setup like this, what I could see from the strategy is that we are in a downtrend to start on the smaller time frame, showing me possibly later on in the week we could keep going down, but we need a re-entry opportunity here because what's happening here, we had the break and retest here on the 15-minute time frame, a break, retest, and then at the retest from the keys on entry low, we had the entry at the daily. Price went down during the nighttime, and now we are expecting a pullback. And one thing I have been noticing, at least for me, is that most of the moves just keep happening later on in the day, towards the end of the day of the market, or London session, like during the nighttime, going from Asian session transitioning to London session. Most of the moves are happening. Like those that are in the States for New York session, most of us are asleep. Like around 12, 1, 2 a.m. when these moves are actually happening, most of us in the States are asleep. So what I'm going to do a little bit different now is just make a slight change to my schedule personally, just so I could have more time in the market when the real moves are happening. Like for example, I used to go to sleep around like 10 p.m. 10 p.m. around that time, 11 p.m. As soon as I go to sleep, that's when real moves in the market is actually happening. Now, yes, I could be in my trade and just go to sleep, but if I don't precisely attempt that signal, take that trade, take that signal, at least take those few hours to really take that signal, then it's not going to be in my advantage too much. So now I'm going to sleep a little bit later, around like 12 a.m., 1 a.m., waking up at 7 a.m. still, just 1 hour later, just so I could find time to get my signals for that London session. But gold is looking like it's dropping very fast here. So let's see how we're gonna get our entries. So here's how I go about getting in my trades. I don't rush into it at all. What's going on here? Products, supercharts. All right, I don't like to rush into it, but I usually have two options. So the option meaning my first go-to, I like to do a pending order. From what I'm realizing based on my trading style, I prefer the pending order. And then from the pending order, once I get that pending order, then that'll be like my main trade. But if I don't get the pending order, then I could go ahead and manually enter the market. A lot of times it does pull back when you manually enter the market. It usually always give you that pullback, that retracement. So me having the first go-to option as a pending order is a great way to prevent unnecessary drawdowns, especially if we're looking for precise entries at specific locations. So on the strategy right now, okay, on the 5-minute time frame here, let's go ahead and zoom out. My indicators are loading. I have a couple of indicators on here. One time error. Yes. Refresh. Reload. You guys ever get this message? Okay, I see what's going on. Let's go ahead and do this. XAU USD. Alright, as you guys know, for NAS 100, I like to take those trades like towards the end. Like the end of the day. I mean, at least that's what I've noticed. What I've been doing personally, working on myself, is just trying my best to take those trades at the right time that I know I need to take them. $10. All right. Oof, gold is definitely dropping. All right, let's see if it's gonna break this zone here. We had a monthly support, 10 o'clock. All right, there goes the zone. Let's see if it breaks underneath that zone. See, this is a strong support zone right here. All right, this is the monthly from the Jackpot strategy. So whenever price reach a true support zone area or a true resistance zone area, it's going to do a major reaction. All right, major rejection right there on the support zone. All right, let's see on the smaller time frame how we looking. Reattempt to try to break it. Now, notice I'm not in any trade. All right, it's 10 o'clock. Time I should be trading, but if the entry doesn't make sense for what I'm looking for, it could easily quickly become a point where you're just chasing and there's nothing there for you. All right, let's make this zone a little bit more crispy. All right, this is a major area here, 800 moving average on the 30-minute time frame, also creating a double bottom here. So let's see. All right, so look guys, the sell on gold was pretty nice, no cap. All right, last night I was looking at this trade. I was literally getting ready to send signals to the team, but after I seen the rejection that was happening here, it made me not want to take the trade anymore, because at that point I wasn't sure if it's going to go and break the daily area at all. But I still could have sent the signal from the daily entry. Realistically, just take that attempt, because we haven't really taken a major attempt just yet on the signals for the week. So Now that this move happened, I noticed that, and I noticed that it was happening later on, literally right after I went to sleep. Like I could have stayed up just a little bit and capitalized on it, but the move was already happening by the time I was already knocked out for the day. So I noticed that. So for me to kind of just be one step ahead of that, I literally just made a switch to my schedule. Instead of sleeping a little bit earlier, sleep a little bit later, find the best entry for that London session. By 12 a.m., 1 a.m., I'm already knowing exactly where the direction should be going, because now we're really getting inside of the London session. So hopefully that makes a difference. I believe it will make a difference. I'll still get a decent amount of hours of sleep in, because you also have to, have a good work-life balance. You can't just be working, trading, staying up, grinding all the time. You just have to have a balance and making sure that you are being productive. So in this scenario here, I know gold is going to go down a little bit further. Okay. Now, before it does that, it's definitely going to give us a pullback, a 50% retracement pull. I'm personally looking for a 50% pullback, completely pullback off that area, so it could give me a retest to enter the sell. Right? So my question is now, right, for everyone that is not in the sell already, right, is how are you going to be able to re-enter on that trade? Right? I know this week is fresh. It's only Tuesday, right? Wednesday, Thursday, we're going to get some really nice big moves. But the question is now, all right, how can I profit on this particular setup right here without hitting multiple stop loss, which could affect my equity, right? So we need to preserve equity. And then how are you going to be able to re-enter at the specific location? So we need a risk management guide. All right, what move are we going to take here? Is it going to be a buy for the retracement or a sell to continue to move? 9 times out of 10 on a setup like this, London session, we had the breakout. Unfortunately, like I said, I was asleep. I did not fully clearly see that potential move happening, because when it was happening, I was already knocked out. But now that I woke up and I'm seeing the price, the old version of me, the old trader me would have been like, oh, fuck. Damn, I missed the move. Damn, let me try to see what I could get. Let me try to, enter it now to just make up for it. Just chasing the move because I'm having that feeling of I missed out on that move. So now, as a more mature trader, it's like, I missed out on the move. That's okay. At least I know where the breakout is at. And it's early on in the week. I still got Wednesday, Thursday to get a nice setup and make the profit that I'm looking for. This is only giving me confirmation of the overall sell that I believe could happen on gold this week. So now that I know it's potentially selling, I'm looking for a pullback. Now, here's the hard part. It may or may not pull back. It may just give a 50% pullback. So if it gives the 50% pullback, realistically, this is how it would look on the chart. So 50% of this overall pullback would have to be halfway right here. So if I just put a line there for now, because this is how we're going to predict our pending order for the next re-entry on the sell. All right, if I put a line here, let me go see how it's going to match up on the other time frame. So from the 1 minute, it's basically in the middle. So right now, before I even go find that potential re-entry opportunity, right now, gold is giving us a potential buy opportunity here for the retracement that I'm currently talking about. Now, I don't know how far up the retracement is going to be, and A lot of times I don't really like to take trades against the trend because sometimes it could just play around with you a lot. It's either I could enter a buy now, ride up to the 50% retracement that I think could happen, or sit on my hands, don't do anything, and wait for the 50% retracement to happen. Because what could happen here, the retracement may happen or it may not happen. Now, I think it could happen here. So let's go to this area here. Let's look at the 30-second time frame. Volume right now is getting ready to cross back over. Once volume and price fully cross above the 800 moving average here on the 30-second time frame, then I could start looking for buys. Right now it's looking pretty good for a potential buy for as a retracement, but we'll have to wait and see. This was a nice rejection here off the monthly. This is a great rejection off the monthly. All right, so it's looking pretty bullish now on the smaller time frame to maybe start a buy as a retracement, because price has to retrace. Now, for me, I don't really like those trades because it's not with too much strong momentum sometimes. But let's just see the setup. Let's see what we have. It is a strong support zone on the 30-minute time frame and 15-minute time frame as well. We have a new H4 candle as well. All right, half trend on the 15 is green. This is a strong support zone area, guys. Very strong support zone area. Okay. On the H4 time frame, guys, we are at a strong support zone area. Very strong support zone area. It's actually a 50 MA on the H4. Okay, this buy is really looking juicy here, coming from that monthly line. So if we were to, let's say we enter our trade here, stop loss would be underneath the monthly line, which would be a good attempt. All right, let's see where we at on the Bollinger Band side of things. All right, around the middle Bollinger Band on the 1 minute time frame, that's good. Bottom Bollinger Band on the 5 minute, but it still could try to go reach a little bit lower. 15-minute Bollinger Band, ooh, okay. If price breaks through the bottom Bollinger Band upwards here on the 15-minute time frame, I'm definitely looking for that buy. I'm going to go ahead and add a trend line here. That's going to kind of show me real crossovers at the trend line. Now remember guys, I'm currently up 30% plus on this account. It was 2K, now it's at 2,600. I haven't taken a lot of trade on this account for real, because the real reason why I'm doing this account is to grow it to about 10,000 or so or more. And the way I'm doing it right now is trading completely different to how you guys used to watch me trade with multiple lot sizes. So we'll see, how it all goes. I know that's the best way of going about it, and I'm not taking a lot of trade, but I'm still up 30% plus. So it's just being a little bit more strategic and seeing how everything goes. So let's see. All right, right now, oops. Okay, right now, gold is really looking very bullish here. Okay, I feel like I want to take a trade, and it's around the time I could and should take a trade. But I just want a little bit more confirmation to show me that this is going to go up for a buy. I think it will go up for a buy, just to give us that retracement that I am looking for, because I would not want to sell gold right now at the area it's at right now, So let's see if it respects this zone here, and if it doesn't, then it's gonna keep dropping. But if it breaks through it, then I'll take the buy. I feel more comfortable to take the buy on the gold and then send the signal. And this buy, just to make sure, and if when I do send the signal, I'll make sure to add that I'm thinking that it's just a retracement buy we could get on this. Okay, so right here would be ideal entry in the middle. Yeah, I'm going to take the trade. I feel like I'm going to take the trade. Let's see what confirmation we have on the 5-minute time frame. We don't have any confirmation just yet, but it's gonna break through it. It's a red half trend here though. Tough situation, but I see it's crossing over. All right, let's see. Let's do the calculation. If we go for a buy here, let's say I do a 20 on this move. Place stop loss, let's say under. That's 50 pips right here on a trade. If I do lower, that's 100 pips. We can't afford that. 50 pips is reasonable, so let's do 50 pips. At 50 pips, I'm losing at 50 pips, I'll be losing $88. It's not bad. All right, I'm taking the trade, and then we're gonna do about 100 pips take profit. It's a tough one. Let me see. Okay. I'm checking all my confirmation, guys, before I pull the trigger. It looks valid on the 1 minute time frame, but keep in mind we just came from a big downtrend, so it may not be smooth for a quick buy. Let's see. And if it does, I would like the entry a little bit lower. You see how it's respecting the top zone here? At least I need to see some little bit of a breakout or something. All right. Decision have been made, guys. I took the buy trade and 50 pip stop loss. We're going to do take profit right at. We'll do take profit right at the middle Bollinger Band on the 30. Looks good, but no. This was the best entry at the bottom Bollinger Band on the 30-minute time frame, but it is what it is. Okay, so we need price to go above, past, break this line, break this box. If not, stop loss will be triggering here. I'm gonna go ahead and send this signal as well in the circle community. Now, this trade is gonna be our first attempt, so stop loss could trigger on this. It's whatever, but I think this trade is solid for a retracement. Like, I don't like retracement trades, but it's an attempt. It's just an attempt. I mean, worst case scenario, I'm not really losing much on that move. It is what it is. You feel me? All right, so I just want to make sure I find the best take profit so I could send it over. Retracement wise, I think price could go up here for the retracement. That's about 50% retracement right there. So we're gonna put take profit, let's just say up there. So I'm gonna go ahead and edit this and put take profit up here. I'll be making 468 on that. So I'm risking 90, 92 to make 468. It's not a bad bargain. Modify trade. All right, let's see on the trading view how we looking, and also send over that signal to the community. All right, this is not a trade that I like to take, like I said, but it's worth the try because gold is very low and it just broke above this zone here. I think we could be in this trade for a pullback. That's not the main move that I'm looking for, but that's like the pullback. So let's see how this goes. Half trend on the 15-minute time frame is green. Price did respect the monthly zone and it respected the support zone. So as long as price stays above here and push towards this area to give us that pullback we're looking for, that's all that really matters on this particular setup here. All right. So we have this just like that. It's looking good overall. Now it's at the 800 moving average on the 30-second time frame. So wherever it breaks out from here, down, stop loss, up, profit. I'm going to go ahead and send this signal in the group right now. This is my first attempt of the week on signals wise. So let's see. All right, what I love about the platform that I'm trading on is because on this trade here, I know exactly how much is at risk here. And that's the most important part. Me knowing exactly how much is at risk here. Because I know how much is at risk here, I'm able to relax and stay in this trade. Right? Stop loss trigger, oh well. I already knew that was the risk of it. Take profit hit, perfect. This is not a trade that I like to take because I know we're in a downtrend and I'm hoping and expecting to get a pullback, which is, I know there's a pullback that's coming for sure to give us a better re-entry for the sell to come, but that's just what it is. I just take the attempt, and my best entries is usually at the bottom of the Bollinger Band or middle of the Bollinger Band. Here we didn't really quite catch it at the bottom Bollinger Band, like right here. We caught it like somewhere around right here, so that's why I did that retest. But this trade is not safe here until price breaks this box that I placed for it. I'm hoping it just breaks through the box and go up past the box for us so we could be in profit. Until that happens, we're not safe on this trade. But worst case scenario, I'm losing $92 on this trade. Simple. Like, again, those that's been watching me from before, the old me, I would have had already a couple of trades on this setup. Yes, I would make great profits once it goes in my direction, but what happens when I take a big loss as well from doing multiple trades at the same time? So you have to keep that in mind, guys, and I'm really being a pioneer right now, showing you guys how to really go about this the proper way. I mean, this is the way to do it. So you doing that, you're just gonna put yourself in positions where you're gonna catch opportunities from daily entry line, keys on entry line. Like last night was the best opportunity for gold for the sell because it came exactly from the daily line. This trade is not a high setup probability trade at all. It's not a high setup probability trade. I'm taking it as an attempt for the day and I'm sending it as a signal, but I'm making sure I'm letting you guys know in the notes, like, this is just a first attempt. So let's go ahead and send that signal in. I hope it doesn't break that zone. I hope it goes up for a buy. Because I would love to get that pullback, that retracement, so I could better get an entry. But on the retracement, I would like to make some money on it so I could risk on the sell later. All right. To be honest, I don't even like this trade. I think Nas 100 would have a better setup for us. However, you don't like it. It's not the setup. Because I know the trend we in. We're in a downtrend. And I know that this trade is not a high probable setup trade for real. Because I'm expecting a pullback. Most of my stop loss come from pullbacks. And most of my big winners come from me actually going with the trend and knowing this is where the direction overall is going. So I'm gonna have to abort mission on this one, team. I don't like it at all. At all. I really don't like it. So abort mission. I aborted mission on this one, guys. I don't care. The trend is so strong. Just looking at this pattern right here, guys. This little pattern. The trend is still so strong on the sell that this position I had here is not the best position. Like, it's not. Like, I abort the whole mission. This week I had about three abort missions so far. That cost me like $10, $30. This trade cost me like $30. But it's fine because if I don't feel comfortable with it, and my gut is telling me it's not the best, then it's not the best. Or else I feel like if I don't feel comfortable, I feel like I'm chasing the trade. Because once I take a loss, I'm automatically now wanting to try to get my money back, and now I'm fighting freaking consolidation phase, taking losses for no reason. It's just not it. I'd much rather sit on my hands and wait better opportunities. But when I feel comfortable, when I feel good, when I take the trade and I know it's at a good area, like a daily entry or a key zone entry or bottom Bollinger Band, top Bollinger Band, things like that, then I could do a decent lot size and see what happens from there, you know? Goldie. All right. Yes, Henko Trade has a mobile version as well, guys. Yes, they do. Oh, just to mention, once you register with my link, guys, you get 200% bonus. So if you deposit $100, you get $300 in your equity total. So you get $200 extra to trade with on your account. So that's pretty cool. Definitely take advantage about that because we all need the extra equity to get the results we're looking for. So let's get into it. All right. What do you guys think about gold for real, man? Let me know in the chat. Okay, for real. What trades are you guys in? You guys in a buy for gold, sell for gold? I would say go for a buy. For me, it's I know it's around the time I should be trading, but we've been in this freaking consolidation zone for 30 minutes. Again, like I said, one thing I have noticed is that we're not getting the same moves as we used to in the New York sessions. I don't know about you guys, but I've noticed that a lot. We are not getting the same moves we used to get during New York session anymore. All the actions are happening during Asian session and London session, at least from what I've seen. So times are changing, guys. We gotta adjust. We gotta catch these moves. All right. So with the gold, man, with the gold, tell me, y'all think it's gonna break out for the buy? Let's see on Henko, cause I bought admission. It was playing around a lot. This trend line here is annoying. I feel like I'll be comfortable after price fully breaks above that trend line that I just placed there. You see how it just rejected from that area? That's all games. That's all games. It's just up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. We don't want no part of that. We will get a good move soon though, so let's stay active. But let me know what you guys think, man. No one trading gold here? Alright, if not gold, what about NAS? What do you guys think about NAS? Alright, NAS is looking real good. NAS is looking real good, actually. Let's see what we could get on that. If NAS give me a pullback retest, I'll take the trade for a buy. If I get a retest at the daily. Alright. Look how it gave us sell. That was a pullback. Hit the 800. Bounce above the key zone entry high. And then possible retest at the daily entry. So let's see at the daily entry. If I get that signal, I'm getting in it. The retest. Okay, and then the gold is also keep pushing up, guys. Let's see. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Now it's breaking the trend line that I had. Okay. Retest, let's see. It's pulling back again. It's at a key area, guys. Let's see how this is going to react. I may want to re-enter if it makes sense. Let's see. It's above the trend line that I said. So if I take this trade, I'll have a super tight, like super tight stop loss. Watch this. Look how tight this is going to be. Because if it's really buying, it's not going to go back down again. Stop loss would be literally underneath the box. And that's still a lot. It's 30 pips. I raised $30 on this. Just not miss the re-entry for the. This is a pullback coming. But like I said, I'm gonna do a small lot size on it because oh man. Let's see if it respects that trend line real quick. Let's see if it respects that trend line. Meanwhile, let's look at the NAS too. Let's not forget that NAS. Alright, Nas is buying right now, guys, from what I could see. Confirmation that I'm currently seeing is bullish. All the way bullish. Yep, exactly, Jared, for sure. The Nas is looking real good. Real good. Real good. I actually feel more comfortable taking the Nas buy than I feel taking the gold buy. For me. Yeah, I feel way more comfortable. There is a sell on silver, which is another pair that I trade. There's another sell opportunity on silver that we could take. It's looking good, but it's not the best yet. Yeah, I would feel more comfortable taking a Nas buy than taking a gold buy right now. From what this looking like, yeah. So let's see, what am I gonna do? And if it's not clear, guys, it's okay not to be in a trade. Don't ever pressure yourself to get in a trade just because it's time that you should be trading. That's important to know. You'll self-sabotage yourself. Because, guys, like I said, you could see the move clearly. You could know gold was going to sell 100%. You could know Nas was going to buy 100%. But if you don't execute the proper way, you're only going to lose. And watch the move happening for that day. Worst case scenario, now you're also watching it for the rest of the week because you already blew your account on a Monday, on a Tuesday. Now you have no more money to trade for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Trust me, guys, that's a sucky feeling. I've been there. Don't be that trader. Trade the proper way, use proper risk management, and fight for another day. Gain your little returns, percentage, dollar amount, come back for another day. Until you finally get that nice setup where you could really scale on, then you will know that move and you will get comfortable in taking that trade because you built some equity to be able to handle potential drawdown that could come on that perfect setup that you're looking for. And usually, those perfect setups are Wednesdays and Thursdays in the market. That could be New York session or London session. You just got to be ready to take the moves. Right now, gold is playing around. I kind of want to take the trade, but at the same time, I'm telling myself, I don't need to be in a trade today. I don't need to be in the trade right now. Preserve equity. If the move is not clear, don't even risk your money to try to make something right now. But once the setup is clear, make sure to strike with fierce. Really take action, really drop those lot size. Like on a perfect setup for me, I want to drop a 0.50 to a 1 standard, risking about $500 on that one setup. So we're going to get the setup real soon. Still up 30%. If Nas, like I said, guys, if Nas give me that move, I'm taking the trade. If I get the pullback on Nas, at least near daily entry again, I'll take the trade. Everything is saying Nas buy right now. There it is. Let's see. Yeah, bro. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Like, I've noticed now, you know, for me at least, I know the moves. Like, I know the moves. And if I'm able to see for 2-3 hours how price is moving around daily entries and my moving average, I will know the direction and be able to send a proper signal to catch a lot of pips. The issue is, or the issue has been, whenever I come to trade, locked in, ready to go, ready to make some moves in the market, I don't get much, which is New York session. So, like on a day like this, that move we had from the daily entry on gold last night, late last night, would be a move I would want to get right now. Like, New York session locked in, ready to go. But the reality is the market is always changing. So the breakout moves times also changing as well. So what I've noticed that New York session, not much move happening. Sometimes, yes, mostly continuation. And then later on in the evening, Asian session going into London session, that's when major moves are happening. So for me, personally, I just adjusted my schedule starting today, literally, because last night I went to sleep and I was like, oh my God. I felt like my job wasn't completed, but I wanted to follow my routine as going to sleep at a specific time, wake up at a specific time, go to the gym, do my routine, come back and trade. But I noticed that because market is changed and things are happening in the market, it's best to just stay up a little later, fully immerse myself like it was the New York session, like for 3-4 hours. Go to sleep around 1 a.m., 2 a.m. By that time, I would already be locked in my trade, already knowing exactly what to do. Now I could sleep for 6-7 hours, wake up around 7:30, and be ready for the live sessions. By the time I'm here on the live session, either I'm in a trade already in profit, or I'm looking for re-entry because I closed profit already. That's how the flow should be. So I literally just adjusted my schedule to work out more in the midday after live session, after done trading. Once the market is closed, hit the gym because now I'm not worrying about the market at all. It's already closed, consolidation or whatever. Then come back around like 7:45, 8:45 after I eat dinner. After I eat dinner, come lock in again. Now I could lock in from 9 p.m. Eastern time all the way to about 1 a.m., 2 a.m. Eastern time. That's another trading session within itself right there. Because if I do that, what happens is, just like we had a nice move on gold, I would have been able to be up or at least alert in front of my screen to track this whole move right here. Not even track it, but at least know, oh, okay, this is daily entry. Price already gave me the retest. Boom. Now I know I could send a signal here. Stop loss above the daily. We holding to take profit until the next key zone, which was the monthly line we just tested earlier. That's it. Simple as that, guys. But it's going to take me to sacrifice some sleep to be able to actually catch this move. Because before I went to sleep last night, on this particular setup here, price was here. Right? Price was here. This was a headache moment. Because before this happened, whoever was trading in this time, which was around 7:45, the time you're supposed to show up to the chart to trade, you seen price dropped, went back up, and before it even did this drop, it dropped, went back up, drop, went back up, drop, went back up, drop. So that within that hour of that 9 p.m. Eastern time, 10 p.m. Eastern time was a headache within itself. Because we could have been in a sell here, pullback would have been all the way back at our entry, kind of feeling frustrated or whatever. But the stop loss would have been above the daily every time. So our best entry from the Jackpot strategy. Our best entries from the Jackpot strategy is always going to be daily entry lines. Okay? Let me prove it to you. Again, let me repeat that. Those that use the Jackpot strategy, our best entries from the Jackpot strategy, where we could really make a bag, is always going to be at daily entry line. That's the first number one best entry. Second best entries is going to be at key zone entry highs, okay, and key zone entry lows. That's the second best entries you ever get on the Jackpot strategy. And then, of course, all of the other ones. Now, let's look at this. To prove it, we had the sell on gold last night at daily entry. Just like that. You see? Just like that. On NAS, we had the push up for the buy at daily entry, almost no pullback. Yes, sometimes price consolidate around the areas, but 9 times out of 10, it goes in the right direction. All right, this gold here, I know it's gonna pull back to give the nice entry for the sell. I don't know. I don't feel comfortable taking it. But it does look good. You know, I had already called this signal for the buy. I bought admission already. And that's okay. One of the only reason why I had kind of liked this setup. One of the only reason why was because on this trade right here, I noticed it was at a 50 MA on the H4 time frame. But we have so many resistance zones on the higher time frame that's gonna make this trade either play around a lot, right, or just go to hit our stop loss. So I'm going to go ahead and put our support and resistance zone. You see, there's so many resistance zones. We got one up here, right? The last big one was down there, and then we had a support zone now. So that resistance zone right there on the 5-minute, right here is what could push price back down. So overall, on a signal, this makes this whole area right here, consolidation phase area, which could be very painful. Look how painful this was. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Yeah, I personally already know my best moves is going to come from the daily entries. So that's probably going to be going into tomorrow. Because look, gold is going to keep dropping right now. All right. Jomar, you did a very detailed analysis. I like that. That was very, very good analysis you did there. That's exactly how I do my analysis. Good job for stepping up and doing that. All right, guys. Right as of right now, I'm not in any trade. Okay? As of right now, I am not in any trade. So we'll see. We'll see what the setup happens. Like I said, for me, being a mature trader now, I'd rather sit on my hands, preserve my equity until I get the good move that I'm expecting. So what is the good move that I'm expecting? All right, let's go ahead and do on gold first. Okay. Now, I know gold is going to drop to about right here this week for sure. Okay, so that's about almost 300 pips. But before it does that, it's going to want to retest at a higher area. Okay, me personally, I'm expecting a 50%. 50% pullback. Now, with the 50% pullback that I'm expecting, it's either going to go right now or later. Hence why I attempted the buy trade earlier. But overall, price right now could give me that buy opportunity. The question is, do I want to be in it and go through the whole process, the emotional turmoil, the ups and downs, the headache, risk profit to make a little bit? Is it worth it right now? And to me, based on this consolidation, looking at this chart right now, where it's at right now, on gold for the buy, it's not worth it for me. Later on, I think I may have a better opportunity, maybe on NAS 100, gold as well, but most likely NAS 100 is going to give me a way better opportunity overall. I'd rather save my coins to take advantage of that when it's time. Yep. And then for the gold, let's go ahead and do this. I'm expecting a 50% pullback, so right here. Let's see where that's at. And this was the weekly zone right here for that weekly candle. Let me see how it looks. Wow, beautiful. Woof. You guys seen this? Look. See what I just noticed? Guys. This is crazy. You know what this is? This is a half trend on the daily time frame that's green. This means there's a major support zone right there. Major. Okay. Also support zone here. Price is trying to push up higher for the pullback. It's not a bad pullback move that it's trying to do. All right, now it's above the box. So here I would feel safer to take the buy trade, to be honest, now. Because it's literally confirming me that it's at a major support area. Yeah, I definitely miss out on some gains on this. But I also know why I didn't take it. We'll see. Okay. So gold right now. Right here is the pullback gonna be, but before I do that, this is the box that it broke from the main zone. We're gonna do this. All right, that's a consolidation phase area. This is the support, major support zone for the week. If this zone is broken, it's over with. And then we have the consolidation area and re-entry opportunity areas. All right, let's go. Appreciate the follow on Twitch, guys. Those that are following me on Twitch, I appreciate it. Thank you guys, man. I'm gonna keep doing this, being consistent. Our viewers are going up. It's really only gonna go up from here, guys, because I'm locked in. All right, so we got H4, H1. So I'm expecting price on gold to reach take profit down here, guys, for sure. And then it's gonna get ready to buy. But before it does that, I'm expecting a pullback for me to enter a sell. Look how fast it's going back down. So here's the re-entry mark for me. Here's where I would love to re-enter. Re-entry. All right, I want a re-entry sell right there. Right above this area here, yep. But on this re-entry sell here, guys, I would love to take a buy position to go there. That'd be sweet. Like take a buy position to go for the retest here. That's what I realistically would want. But we'll see what I get. Okay, let's see. Let's see, let's see. Ooh, good re-entry opportunity on gold. I mean, market is not moving crazy, guys. This is the second day during New York session we don't get action, guys. I'm telling you guys, market is changing. The moves are not happening as much during New York session. That's what I've noticed. So we gotta make adjustments, man. Make adjustments. The moves are not happening. All right, let's see. Let's see what's happening on gold. Again, right now, no trade, guys, for me. No trades yet. Sitting on my hands, waiting for the opportunity. The gold on buy on gold looks good. Feel free to take it if you want to take it, but I don't like it too much for me. But it looks good. What do you guys think, chat? You guys gonna take this trade? Question for you guys watching. Do you think it's worth it to take the buy on gold for the potential retracement pullback? Yes or no? Do you think it's worth it to take the buy signal for the retracement on gold. It's a buy retracement coming. Do you think it's worth it? Based on zone to base zone method, it's not real. It's too high. It's too high. No. Okay, so you guys think it's not worth it to take the buy here on gold for the retracement pullback. Could be a nice move. Look. What do you guys think? Just wait for the sale? Who said that? Malachi. Okay. That sounds like some wisdom right there. That sounds like some wisdom, some experience. Just wait for the sales. So you're telling me sit on my hands, don't take this buy, and wait for the sell. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. But this buy look really, really good. This buy look very, very good. This is how it would look like, guys. Re-entry sell. Up to the re-entry sell mark. This is how it would look like. So what do you guys think? It looks good. It looks really, really good. It looks very, very good. Sometimes it's just another direction. That's true. That's true. That's true. That is true. All right. He said something that is on point. He said sometimes this move here, we think could just be a retracement, could fully be a complete reversal for a buy. Okay. That's true. So good call on that. So if it could be a reversal for potential buys, right? If it could be a reversal for potential buys, if we don't get this entry for the buy now, we're not gonna get a better entry than that later. We can, but it's not likely. I mean, it is pushing up, guys. It is pushing up. I already kind of had a abort mission on that one because I didn't like the momentum. It was a little bit slow for me. But let's see if I get another pullback here. So there's more people saying to hold off than to get in the trade. Just know already hit by stop loss. Place pending order. Okay, that's a good one. Pending order is always good. The only reason I don't like this buy trade, guys, is because there's no true support zone pushing it like a daily entry or something like that. The only confirmations we have is that price is low and it just reached a 30-minute bottom Bollinger Band area, which it did not fully reach it. What I think is going to happen, price is going to go back down and break this area like crazy this week to go reach support TP here. So me personally, I'm getting ready to get in a big sell trade for gold. That's my main move now. Ever since we got the confirmation here, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low for a new lower high, and then TP. My TP is gonna be here. I just need to know how I'm gonna enter for that move. That's my biggest thing right now. All right, but at the same time, though, price gold is at a support zone, a crazy support zone. And who could see this with me? I want to make sure we're seeing the same thing. All right, because this week we're gonna get some major movements this week, for sure. All right, on the H4 time frame. All right, we got a major 200 middle Bollinger Band. Plus, on the Jackpot strategy, we got 800 moving averages right there. Now, I believe price is going to, if price sell, is going to reach the daily entry for the new day, which is going to give us a sell entry to go to bottom 800 MA on the H1 time frame. But there's a big but. There's a big but, guys. We have a major support zone on the H4 time frame. A major support zone on the H4 time frame. And that support zone is the H4 middle Bollinger Band. That's very, very important. So, looking at it here, I'm going to go ahead on my chart, make sure that I add a line. I'm not just going to add a box. I'm going to add a line. And that line is going to be the major 200 support zone for gold this week. There it is. That's support zone. True support zone. Right here, price tested it. That's why it went up. Now, price is playing around this area. It doesn't know if it wants to buy. It doesn't know if it wants to sell. It's just consolidating. This is why, for me, I am not in the trade. Personally, I'm not in the trade. I would love to get in the trade, but at the same time, it doesn't look clear enough. So we'll see how this all plays out. But I am looking for a nice sell trade on gold for sure when the time is right. Let's check out the NAS. The NAS also consolidating as well. All right. Straight Shooter said he's in a buy. He's in a buy, and his tick profit is at 33.15.38. All right. Good luck on that one. You got that. I was in a buy as well, but I stepped out the buy. I think the buy could work, you know. I think it could work. It's just a tough one because we're coming from a sell trend. Once we come from that sell trend, it's going to be tough. Yes, I don't know how often FX Summit happens, but usually every year, every 2 years. I would feel more comfortable to get in the NAS buy than to get in a gold buy right now. Nas is staying pretty solid. Gold is respecting resistance zone. Oof. Gold is dropping fast now. It could not have broke 50 MA on the 5-minute time frame. Looks like now it's trying to hit 2%. Let's see. Nas is looking good. That buy, I would take this buy, honestly. Let me see how it looks on my chart. Uh-oh. Look at the gold. Look what it did. Price is underneath the box now. We underneath the box. But overall, we still in a consolidation phase. Up, down, up, down, up, down. No trade. Alright? Market like this, no trade. Let's check the NAS. You see? Perfect entry is here. Middle. Oh yeah, I'm taking the Nas buy. It only makes sense. We going in here for take profit. And then also up here, H1. Let's see on the H4 where we going. H4, we just going to higher highs up here. If it breaks, if price breaks on the H4. Okay, it's pushing. I want to take this trade. The thing about these trades is that they are not the ideal trade for me that I would like to take. It's one of those you just jump in it. That's what Nas is right now. This is a good setup. I'm not going to send it as a signal or even probably take it. But I tell you what, around 12:45, 1, p.m., I'll be looking for a trade on Nas 100 for sure. I could look for an attempt at that time because what I've noticed is that that's around the time price do big movements. So let's see. That's one of the times. Yeah, silver's been on my radar too, guys. Silver definitely been on my radar as well. Let's see. Gold is dropping. So I have silver selling. It already started selling from here. So I have it selling some more. We need a retest here. So overall right now, after the confirmation I've gotten on gold and silver, I'm overall looking for a sell on gold until I get other confirmation telling me otherwise. It's just that my entry position for that sell, that's the next thing. That's like the next most important thing. How am I going to take that entry for that sell? So we'll see. Yeah, gold is definitely playing around, guys. If you're in a buy, I know it sucks right now. I've been there. Now you guys see why I don't like to chase retracement no more. That's exactly why I don't like chasing retracement, because I would be mad. Not mad, but like, damn, stop loss about to trigger on this setup. That's exactly why I don't like the retracements. The retracement is not the real moves. You rather take the real moves. And right now, gold is looking very bearish. We'll see. If Nas give me the entry 50% from what it did today for a buy, I'll take the buy trade. All right, guys, what you guys think? Guys, we didn't take no action. All right, we didn't take much action today. It's going to be times like that. There's going to be times like that. It's just a matter of we want to take our best opportunities, okay? And if I don't see the move, I'm not giving up my coins chasing after the move. I've done that multiple times, and it's not the best way. So I'm not doing that no more. All right, Nas is looking very bullish now. Nas is looking very bullish. And then gold is looking very bearish. I'm just analyzing here on a bigger screen just to see. I'm still expecting all sales this week for gold. Gold is pushing down even more, guys. And Nas is pushing up right now. All right, guys. I would love to stay with you guys longer, but I have to end this session so we could keep going consistently. We don't want to have no burnouts. So in about what, 2 more minutes, the live session will be done, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow's another day. Stepped out of gold, yeah, bro. Sometimes that's what's best. I already kind of foresee this was kind of what's happening today. I aborted mission right away. Like literally right away, I aborted mission. But we're gonna have good setups, good opportunities coming our way. Just a matter of time, of course, being patient and all that. So just gotta wait, I guess. Nas is pushing. You just broke the zone now. That one looks good. That's the one I was saying. I feel more comfortable taking a buy on that one before I go buy gold. But I need to go ahead and analyze my chart so I could catch the best entry at 1 p.m. Eastern time. That's when the best move happened. 1 p.m. Eastern time, guys. All right. Gold already had a big move at 2 a.m. last night, 2 a.m. my time, which would have been 9 p.m. your time. Got waked up. Yeah, I was looking at that sell on gold last night, but when I was looking to sell it, I was gonna send a signal. Then I noticed it did this pullback against me. I was like, nope, I can't do it. And then I just ended up not taking the trade. But if I were to stay up until about 12 a.m., 1 a.m., I would have caught this move for sure and would have made some good profits on it. But it is what it is, you know. That process right there, made me, because I was already looking to send a signal to the team, but I wasn't sure because I wasn't really staying locked in on the move until I had the full confirmation. So before I got the confirmation, I just went to sleep, and the confirmation happened. I missed the move. So just that one scenario made me already adjust my schedule so I could be more present during the times the moves are actually about to happen. So it's a learning lesson. You grow and you learn and you get better. Yeah, but tomorrow, guys, we locked in, man. You know, Wednesdays, Thursdays, the best days in the market. You guys know that. So let's bring our A game tomorrow. Let's bring our A game tonight. We're going to have nice breakout moves tonight as well. We just got to be ready to go, stay focused, and then from there, everything will work out in our favor, guys. So that's all for today's session. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Let's be ready to work. Let's be ready to catch some moves. If you are in my paid members group, I will be sharing my signals for you guys that I found, and that's going to be later on tonight around 9:45 Eastern. If the signal makes sense around daily line, I'll be ready to give you guys that move. But that's all for today's session, team. And I'll definitely talk to you guys soon. Enjoy the rest of your day, and let's stay locked in.